Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
I was dropping some things off at the local Goodwill, and I decided to walk inside, see if I could find any toys for the kids. And I came across the Incredible Shrinky Dinks Game. What I found particularly interesting about this game, though, after I got home, was can you see that $2 price tag on it? Well, my Goodwill sold it for $2.99. So, good for you. What do we get here? I don't even know what the Incredible Shrinky Dinks is, but apparently it must be some kind of license or something because they make a big deal about the Shrinky Dinks. Maybe this is a show in a different country or some kind of toy line somewhere. I don't know, people, but I had never heard of it. It's a briar patch, over 100 awards. This is a monotonous roll and move for your kids that will frustrate you in every single possible way and is complicated for absolutely no reason at all. So I am assuming that in this show or licensed comic book or cartoon or whatever it may be, that these things shrink down. But why they had to give us a spinner on top of roll and move is beyond me. If you want to know a game that hates me, it is this game. This game absolutely hates me. Let's take a look at it. Here's the wonderful board for the Incredible Shrinky Dinks game. You are going to have these things out on the board that you can pick up on different spots. Okay? And these are just hard cardboard. Anything that's left over that isn't placed out is placed here. And there's much more than this. You also get this little spinner thing down here, okay? Where you will put a shrunken version of your player counter. So I'm the big car, and the small car goes in here, so you can spin this when need be. Now, if you look down here, where it says before and after, can't even see that, you place this right here on the matching part on the board. Now, in case you're an idiot, what it actually says on here, make sure that the before and after spaces on the board are clearly visible, as if for some reason you would just place it in the middle of the board willy-nilly. But don't do that. You will need these places. So my version didn't come with a dice, but what you would do is roll the dice, because I got this at a thrift shop. Just roll the dice and move a number of spaces. I rolled a 1 4 times in a row. It took me 5 turns to get to this spot, which is where you need to be. When you're here, then what you'll do is you will simply spin this. Now, if you look at the spinner, there is small. So if you roll the small, you take this part out and you exchange it on here. And now this becomes your playing piece. Thematically, I don't know. If you roll a big, you lose your turn. If you roll this color, you roll this, you spin this, you go back to home. It took me 4 rolls to get up here, 4 turns of the game. I rolled this, I had to go back to home. That's frustrating. If you roll this, you go straight to the warehouse. The warehouse is kind of cool. You can go up here and you can take any one item that you want. What you're doing on this game is you're rolling the dice and just moving how many spaces you get. You're trying to save or collect 5 Shrinky Dinks, which are these. Come back here, spin this back and become large again. Get your large token back and make it to home. That's what you're trying to do. When you land on these spots, if you land on a spot with this butterfly, you immediately go there and you get a Shrinky Dink. You have to land exactly on the spot. Now there is one spot on the board, drop a dink here, where you have to give up one of your dinks. This game is an exercise in frustration. This is just a move around the board, get these stupid chits, shrink back here, and then you do want to roll home now. Because if you roll home, you immediately go home, spin home. That's the game. That's the Incredible Shrinky Dinks. Now, I have played some incredibly bad children games in my life. You have this dinosaur piece that actually looks halfway decent, and then they want to give you like this. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this translucent. It looks like somebody drew on it with a crayon. It's terrible. And this was a thrift shop. It's so nasty. This is one of the worst rolling moves because you roll a move to get the spinner that you hope luckily puts you out on the board to actually start playing the game. Once you start playing the game, it's an exercise in frustration to roll exactly what you need to collect these shrinky dinks. And it's just a matter of whoever rolls the highest or perfectly. Then you race back to the after and you have to use a stupid spinner, which is actually probably the nicest spinner. This is hard plastic. Shrink back down an exercise of frustration to get home. My daughter wanted to play this till we used up all the shrinky dinks. She kept wanting to go, so maybe there's something there. If you're a parent and you no longer want to be a parent, play this game. If you're a parent and at any point in your life you're like, it just isn't worth it, I'm not sure I want to be a parent, do not play this game. It will drive you over the edge. I think this game has led to so many fathers abandoning their family and running. Now, I say that jokingly, but this game is terrible. Avoid it at all costs. Do not find out what a shrinky dink is. And this game is definitely not incredible. Run like the wind. Purge.